Good evening. The driver of the lorry that ran into a taxi yesterday, killing all 6 people inside, is due to appear in court tomorrow to face charges of dangerous driving causing death.
The driver was drunk at the time, and Police Commissioner Tak King Shing said today the force is open to suggestions for ways to curb drink driving. ATV's Jeff Tang reports.
At the police vehicle pound in Tai Lam Chung, officers from the New Territories North Traffic Branch are investigating the truck and the taxi involved in yesterday's accident in Lok Ma Chau. They were looking for any clues that might help them better understand the accident in which 6 people were killed. At the Chow Tau section of Castle Peak Road where the accident happened, police posted notices asking for witnesses to the horrific crash. Yesterday, 6 occupants of a taxi, including the driver, were killed after a container truck in the opposite lane rammed it head-on and dragged it along the road for 50 meters. The driver of the truck, who only suffered minor injuries, was 4 times over the legal alcohol limit and was charged with dangerous driving causing death today. He will appear at Kowloon City Magistrates Court tomorrow. Under the current law, a driver that causes death by dangerous driving can be fined up to $50,000, jailed for 10 years, and disqualified from driving for at least 2 years on the first conviction and 3 years for subsequent convictions. Police Commissioner Tak King Shing said today that when the new drink driving laws come into effect on the 9th of February, police will have the power to stop drivers for random breathalyzer tests. In response to public pressure to stiffen penalties against drink driving, Tang said the police will appeal if they feel that any future sentencing is too lenient, but any legal changes will need public consultation. At the Fushan mortuary today, families of yesterday's victims are still struggling to cope with their loss. Representatives from workers' unions were there to console the relatives and gave each family $4,000 in temporary aid. The 5 dead passengers of the taxi were part-time builders on their way to work, but their deaths were not covered by insurance because the accident happened outside of their work hours. Unionists criticized the rule and are urging the government to change the law so that workers are also covered for accidents that happen to and from work. But government officials said in the past that expanding the coverage area would be difficult to implement. Jeff Tang, ATV News.